Okay chaps, just a quick one for these guns. When you're cleaning them and maintaining them, after each use that should be pulled back, this should be clean. Let's get you in there, sorry I'm on a bit of a... That should be clean there, and what you should do is put pull that back, get a little, it's quite a stiff one this. So I do that, you see that? Yeah, there you go. Right, so do that and oil it in, and that'll stop premature wear on the packing. If it does start to leak there, eventually you tighten the nut up and that squashes the packing, and you're good to go. But keep it oiled and it won't wear quickly. But you should keep that clean and well oiled after each use. As far as each time you use your filter on the 4700 gun, the 4600 gun is different. This is one of Scott's. I've got to not had a chance to sort it out yet. Get some flute brushes, good tight fit. Well, I haven't got one here. You want them as tight a fit as possible, so that you can do that, and it'll dislodge any inside or anything that's about to come through, and then brush them on the outside with it. That will minimise bits getting to the tip. These have 33% more flow than the old filters, and what I've found is it can let semi gone off paint that you've let's say you've left it, you've cleaned your pump out, you've left water in it, and there can be little bits of paint, you know, in the corner or up in here or somewhere, and then when you put it under pressure, it's like jelly. It's not properly gone off because it's in water, and it gets to here and it can be pushed through easier, because these have, the paint comes up through there and out, whereas the other ones it goes the other way in through some holes. There are some tight corners, so the bits get stuck in it. But these do last longer and you can clean them, but like I say, you must clean that each use and get the flute brush down to get any little bits out. Buy them cheap on eBay and what have you, the flute brushes. Same in there. In there, it's quite clean in there at the moment. Same in there, keep it nice and clean. Now then, the main bit, I'll just put that back after. The main bit is this bit. Let's see if we can get this under the camera. Right, you want something, screwdriver, blunt scraper. You don't want it sharp because you can start to damage them. But the way you get these off is just put a bit of pressure and out they flake. Okay, you can see all the crap in there. It happens over time, you know, you might have a busy day and blah blah blah, and you just neglect it. Now, when you leave that to dry in there, on the in there, where the needle is, you get little bits, and when it's under pressure and your tip goes onto there, it dislodges the little bits, and then they get into the tip. Now, fortunately, with the Wagner one, you can reverse them and get them out easy. This one is got a bit of paint on it, so it'll probably take a bit more getting out. There you go. So you just flick them out like that, and you should do this regular when you see it start to build up. Now, if you just see in there, there's paint in there, and that's right where the paint comes out. Now, with your Wagner gun, you should have, where is it? I have a few of them, but not one to hand. You get a little screwdriver, which I haven't got here actually. Must be on the other boxes. And what I do is I've got cellulose in the chemical resistant bottle, and I've also got acetone in a resistant bottle. Acetone, water dilutable, and solvent dilutable, so it's good for getting rid of both. And what I do is just cut that off, and I soften it up like that, and then I get my little toothbrushes and old toothbrushes and just clean them all off. Just let it soak for a few. You see how that's just coming out now? But you can just see in there where the needle is, there's little bits in there of paint. So it's important that you keep them clean. it's also important that you keep these clean. Again, if you just I've not done a blue Peter, I haven't done this earlier, just a quick one, because there's getting a few people asking about this, and it does cause you problems, as in blockages and stoppages. I guarantee you, if you keep these clean, which, you know, should be done anyway, it's just that we get carried away, we get lazy, you know what I mean, but then you find you have the problems. When you stop this, when you do these things, it's amazing how it just disappears. So yeah, let me just do this. I have actually got another gun in soak here. If you really want a deep cleaner gun, but you see a little bit of celly on it, and it just cleans straight up. Right there. Sorry, I keep going out of camera. It's a bit awkward. This is going in for a deep clean because it might have had paint in the airways up there. Again, don't put your gun in water. If you do, you're just asking for trouble. You're going to get all in your airways in there, and it starts to build up in there, and then it can go off, and then you can have contamination in there, and then you wonder why you have these problems. Keep your airways clean. If you do get paint in there, get it in some water quick and flush your air out as best you can. What I do, if I get paint going like that, I flood it like this with all my air cap in the holes, and then I put it face down and blow it all out like that. And then what I'll do is put more in like that, and it all goes into all the holes, and I tip it upside down, blow it out, and eventually it'll all go out, and it can't set in there then. Like I say, get these from anywhere, local distributors, chemical resistant bottles. That's probably been going for 2-3 years maybe, still going strong. So yeah, and then all you do to put them back in, I'm going to clean this later another day because I'm stripping it right down, is you get that sort of like that, and then just push down, and you hear that click, and you see that's click straight in. This one's a little bit more hard, but sort of get it semi done like that, like so. And then what you have to do is click in, and it clicks in. It's very simple, very quick, but them's just particularly these with the paint build up on them, and keeping your needle oiled, and also in there, I always keep oil in there. I know it's plastic in there, it's supposed to be self-lubricated, but if you get the oil in there, where's it gone? If you get the oil in there and let it run in, it just runs into there a bit, and it stops paint building on there, which can then start and restrict that. But again, that's dead simple. You nut on there, it's on a circlet, it's very easy to do. But that's it, just a quick one that is. If you're gonna do a big strip down, you see that one's all stripped there with parts cleaned, and here's a gun in a little box full of gun cleaner, and that dirt's not out from the gun, by the way, it's off somewhere else, it's off some hose link. And then yeah, clean it all up, put it all back together, oil all your threads, you know, properly, nicely, and then you won't have a problem undoing them. Just when you're undoing it, put down each part as them out there, then the next bit out there, and then that bit out there as an exploded view. Take a picture with your phone, then you know as an exploded view where each and every part comes from, and just keep it and save it to your files and what have you, and then you've always got it, and you'll never have any problems. Like I say, it's very simple how it all comes to pieces. You've got a little circlip that goes on there. Now this one's got one missing, so I'm going to put one back on. That's what enables that to unscrew out totally. But that is all your bits for the gun. That's how few there are. Now your aircoats, your Kremlins and others, there's bloody loads if you look on the diagrams. So it's very simple, don't worry about taking it apart. Just take a picture after you've done it as an exploded thing on a white sheet of paper or something, and should have no problems. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope that's sorted that. When I get chance, I will do a full video on just stripping it down, putting it in, and then do a video putting it back together. It's just time, you know what I mean. So okay, enjoy your evening, folks. Bye.